I'm live. Woo. Okay, just getting things put together here while I wait for people to join and stuff. I have the book out so I can write down the votes as they happen. Okay, I am ready. So here we go. Welcome to LiveTUBBSweekly, and it's been a week. Hopefully, I'm kind of just going through a bit of like a tiny bit of heat exhaustion or something. I have that when my sleep is going, is trying to reset or something. But I've been tired. I've been tired a lot easier just recently, and I think it may, the random fatigue is just because I haven't been sleeping very well. Again, I know, boring, but it's what's been happening this week, and yeah, it's affecting stuff. So yeah, that's been happening. What else has been happening? Well, I made a video with this hood. I keep noticing that basically there's like stains on this hood. I have no idea how these occurred, but I've got like, there's like stuff around here. I don't know, maybe it's because this was kept in the kitchen for a while or something. But I have no idea. Essentially, it's fine, but it's just, it seems to be a bit I don't know, yeah, I recorded a video in this, and that seemed to go pretty good. It's been very weak and art week at the same time, so essentially I've been uploading like stuff to the Daddy Dog Tubbs channel, and that's been pretty cool. That's been going well. Still no word yet on my termination of my other channel, but what are you gonna do? I don't think that is gonna go away anytime soon. Yeah, I've been trying to catch the Cubs Out Loud live streams, but essentially I'm not getting notifications. I don't know what the deal is for that. I got a feeling that essentially it's just a YouTube thing, because sometimes on this channel, some of you guys have told me that you haven't got notifications from this channel at some stage as well. So I understand, I get it. It's just annoying that this is happening to a show that I want to watch, that I want to participate in live and stuff like that. But I cannot, because every time that they go live, I don't get a thing. I don't get anything. Thank you again to the random downvoter person. Thank you for the analytics, because it just adds up to the analytics. It honestly does nothing. So whatever you're trying to accomplish, it's not working. So yeah. I'm just going to completely ignore it from now on. I might have said that in the past, but to be honest, I think I've forgotten, because I do not care. Yeah. So yeah, Cubs Out Loud. I'm hoping to like catch them at some stage, but I don't know. BBT is here. How you doing, dude? He says howdy, which I expect him to do because he is in Texas. So yeah, Buckham's moving to Texas like fairly soon, and Like, what part of Texas roundabouts are you? You're moving to somewhere close to Houston. So yeah. What else happened this week? I saw Spider-Man. I saw Spider-Man night before last. That was cool. That was cool. Yeah, that is it. That's all that's really been happening. You know, I've been mostly working. Um, I've been looking for a new job, which has sucked because I can't find anything for me, and that just bums me out because the sooner I get a new job, the sooner I can leave my current job, or at least not do much with my job. It's hard to explain. I don't want to leave my job. I just I kind of want to. I want to depend on it less. Um, I'm very lucky that essentially I can accept assignments, and I can not accept assignments at will, essentially, and I would like to I'd like to have the option of accepting less assignments so that I don't have to rely on it so much for a paycheck. So yeah. Anyway, San Antonio, cool. I kind of know where that is. I know that basically. Oh my god, I can't remember where I can't remember what it's called, but essentially, my cousin is on the shore. He's going to get a place that's basically on the shore of Texas, of Houston. It's like, he's on the beach essentially, and it sounds awesome. From the pictures that I've seen, it sounds amazing. Just the house that they're going to get, so that's great. Galveston. You know what? I don't know. It's kind of on the border between Texas and Louisiana. It is Louisiana. I think it's Louisiana that's bordering Texas. I'd have to look at a fucking map. It's actually bugging me. My mouse has gotten loud. I don't have a mouse pad, and my mouse has gotten loud. Oh god damn it! I've got Spider-Man music playing in my head at the moment. And it's very distracting. Oh, I think I found it. Oh my god, it's really hard to... It's called something that's kind of like it's a hippie town. He said it's in the middle of a hippie town. Well, it's yeah. What did I do that for? What did I just do? Why did I do that? Oh, for fuck's sake. Aha! So this is really irritating. I can't find it. I can't find it. Goat Island. It's near Goat Island. It's near Goat Island. I've just got to Goat Island, but I don't. Yeah. So close to that, I think. It doesn't matter. Basically, home of the Alamo. Oh, yeah, yeah. I knew San Antonio, but I couldn't like quite picture, what's there and stuff. But no, that makes sense. Cool. Galveston. Like I said, that is close by, but I don't know. All I know is that basically his house is practically on the beach, and he said that you can probably see you could probably see like stuff taking off from the space center, although he's not been there, at the house to basically see anything take off from the space center yet. So, I kind of feel like he's lying. It was just something to kind of like get me all jealous and stuff, because we were kind of, when we were talking, he was basically very much trying to wind me up. So it's like, I know he likes space stuff, although he likes space stuff too. So it's like, he likes space stuff. This will really get him. It's like, I'm going to get a house, and I'm going to get it like in Texas, where he keeps telling me that the food is awesome. And yeah, it's right near the space center, near the beach, and it's like, you bastard. I'll kill him. I'll kill him later. It's fine. Anyway, lots of space stuff in Houston. I know. I want to go to Houston at some stage. Hopefully, when I basically, I'm hoping to visit him at some stage when he is moved in properly. All I know is that they own a house now, and they're looking forward to actually moving, because they keep telling me that they're looking forward to moving, but they haven't moved yet. Anyway, so I'm hoping to like actually visit Houston and the Space Center and all of the cool stuff. It's exciting, but another time. I'll talk about that later. Anyway, come visit and then come to San Antonio for a day. I'm tempted, because I see the Alamo. No, of course I want to see you at some stage. But yeah, FMF is here. He says Texas gets so hot that he may not be so happy when summer decides to let its wrath be known. He has visited on all 4 seasons. He basically visited where the area that he's going to live in all 4 seasons, and he's bigger than me. He's like 2 of me, and essentially he said it was fine. So I think he's just, when he's been there in the summer, he's been in an air conditioned area, or a place with a pool or something, Yeah, I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure he'll be fine, or is fine. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I haven't talked to him for a couple of weeks, just recently. But he might be there already. I don't know. Oh God damn it. Sorry. I'm trying not to be so tired today. But yeah. Anyway, guys, yes, there is no voting this week. The votes are off this week because it is basically it's advice week and feet week at the same time. So it's those 2 weeks, but essentially, well, it's those two for this week because they're the ones that's left. Votes are closed still on Discord until I sort that out. I'm going to be sorting that out tomorrow, so don't worry about that. Basically, I just got to repopulate the voting list on Discord, and that'll be all sorted. But basically, if you wanted to vote for next week, not this week, that's coming, because like I said, it's feet week and advice week. Then by all means, let me know, or let me know if you want me to read out the list, because all of them are back open, all of them. So yeah. Also, because it's advice week, it's basically talk week. It's like my talk show. I'm going to be doing a live stream every day next week. So essentially, if you want to like drop a suggestion for what we should talk about or what you want to talk about for one of the nights or so, then like, of course, let me know, and we'll sort it out. No, Richards is here, and he says, "Hey Tubbs," and he says, "What's your Discord name, Tubbs?" If you want to go to the Discord, then you just follow the link in the description of this video. There is a link to my Discord channel, my Discord server, in the description of this live stream. So if you just go down there somewhere, there should be a link, and that will take you to my Discord. So if you want to do that, then by all means, if you haven't already. Nobody's asked yet, but I'm wearing this basically because it's furry week and I haven't done much furry stuff this week. And I was going to wear the pig hood, but essentially the pig hood is too hot, and also it's kind of gotten like, it turned to a kind of grayish color in the heat. It was basically, I opened the box when I was doing some cleaning, and like I said, it turned a kind of like a grayish, powdery kind of color. I'm hoping it's just the heat or something that got to it, but I don't know, because we did have a kind of we had a heat wave here in the UK, so it's just done that. It's no big deal. My Discord name is Hungry Tubbs, by the way, if anybody's wondering. Because I just realised he didn't ask me for what my server was. He just asked me for my Discord name. So yeah. Anyway, I was going to wear the pig hood, but I've given it a wash. I'm waiting for it to dry out, and essentially just wearing this for now, because I haven't for a while. I basically wore it for the video, and that was it. So yeah. If anybody's got any ideas for feet week also, then let me know. But you know. Okay, guys, so what do you want to talk about? If you don't want to talk about any of that stuff, what do you want to talk about? Because I'm going to be here for at least another half an hour. I do not have anything planned. I've got my funnel all cleaned out, though. I've got 2 beers up here. 2 new beers, because I got Fosters in the stores, and I actually like Fosters. It's Australia. It's Australian beer. And for some reason, this is funny, by the way. I don't know. I have said this definitely before in a live stream, but if you go to Australia and you get the Australian Foster's beer, then they'll look at you funny because they don't drink Fosters in Australia. At least they don't actually intend to drink Fosters in Australia. Just realised it says Full of Thirsty. Got Melbourne written on it. Anyway, they drink Guinness. If you go to Ireland, you'll hardly find people. It's kind of just a regular drink in Ireland, Guinness. But you know, you go to Ireland, you can get a Guinness. It's usually pretty good Guinness in Ireland, anywhere you go. Everywhere else on Earth, though, seems to be different. It seems to be, it's very hit and miss. But you know, it's not really. Okay, yeah, us Irish people, we drink fucking Guinness. I get it, but we also drink Fosters. So the Irish people drink Fosters, and Guinness is really popular in Australia. So it's just really funny that there's a weird switch around anyway. I thought it was a weird, interesting story, but it's not that interesting. Has anyone seen Spider-Man yet? Can I talk about it yet? Can I? Seriously, I'm just thinking of like topics for us to talk about, guys, because it's really quiet in the chat now. I don't know what happened. American Guinness is all over the place, quality-wise. Yes, I don't know why. I think it's because they mainly they get the cans of Guinness. You know, they get it in cans like this. But there was actually a couple of Guinness breweries in America. But every time I've been there, it's always been the same. You know, it's been kind of just, it's like it's come from a can. You know, it's not been good or bad. It's just kind of just come from a can. You know, it's not really on tap. So yeah, the Guinness isn't. You can't really tell, but it's weird. It's a weird thing. I know. But yeah, like I said, every time I've had Guinness in America, it always tastes like it's just come from a can, even though I've watched them pour Guinness from the tap at one stage. I don't know how they did that, but essentially it tasted just like it came from fucking can. So I don't get it. I didn't get it. Yeah. Anyway, Noah says, yes, I saw the movie Spider-Man Far From Home, so we can talk. We can't talk about it though because BBT has. He says I will be watching Spider-Man on Tuesday, so we can't talk about it until Tuesday while he's here, which is fine. But you know, I can watch my spoilers. Just everybody in the chat, please respect that some people haven't seen it yet, so no spoilers, guys. By the way, there's a lot to spoil. I've never had to basically edit myself from talking about a movie so much. You know? Holy crap. It's. Yeah. I will say that the trailers, the whole trailer switching around scenes thing, that is pissing me off now. They've done that 3 times now in Marvel movies. Something in the trailer is radically different. Well, it's not radically different. It's just that it's in a different setting than I expected because they had it differently in the. Yeah. Hey, the closing credits are cool. I just want to point out there are 2 of them. So there's one after the initial credits, and then there's one after the scrolling credits. So just look out for those. Just you have to wait for the last credit scene. So yeah. Just want to point out I said scrolling credit scene. Okay. See how much I have to fucking edit myself? I just was like, oh shit. Maybe did I? No, I didn't say anything. Yeah. So wait for the scrolling credits to move along. And it will take a while. So yeah. I still haven't seen the first Guardians of the Galaxy. The MCU is just it's just kind of something that happens around me, but I can't really get that excited about it. Well, the thing is, I was the same. I was the same. However, I watched it from the get-go only because basically I was like, oh, there's going to be an Iron Man movie. And then I was like, I'm not that excited about it. He's one of my favorite Avengers, but I'm not that excited about it. Then I watched it, Iron Man, and I was like, okay, this is pretty good. Okay, you know, and Iron Man 2. And it was just like as they started coming out before the I watched Thor. That basically hooked me because they seem to be respecting like mythology and also the Marvel comics. So I was all in after Thor. It was very much a also Joss Whedon. The second I knew that Joss Whedon was going to be part of the he was basically making the Avengers, I was like, yes, this is mine. This is my thing now. I'm very much into the MCU. So yeah. So I've always been into the MCU, essentially. I've tried not to, but essentially I've always been into the MCU. Whenever it comes out in Blu-ray, I go and get it. You know? Wasn't that fussed on Captain Marvel? I kind of don't care. I mean, I was waiting for I was waiting for it. I went to see it at the cinema, but I kind of like once I saw it at the cinema, it was just like there wasn't any kind of like. I mean, there's like one awesome moment in that movie, and that's it. But this is what I mean. In Iron Man, for example, there have been many awesome moments. It's like, yeah. I'm trying to think of like all of the Marvel movies, and I kind of just like, yeah, I've pretty much liked them all, but Thor is just plain gorgeous, and for some reason, Spider-Man. This version of Spider-Man is my favorite. So yeah. Also, Tom Holland is kind of cute. I don't know why. I don't get it. I don't know why, but I just find Tom Holland just adorable for some reason. Anyway, Guardians is so much fun. Guardians 2 made me cry. Yeah, I really like Guardians 2. I've got the special edition, kind of like vinyl edition version of Guardians 2. It's kind of cool. I like it. It was a pretty good movie. It basically that's the weird thing about these movies, especially Guardians, is that they're very, very much very centered around music, and I like that because I don't really listen to the radio. I don't care what is on, what the top charts are or anything. So essentially, I get all my music from, I'm exposed to new music from either some shows that I watch on YouTube, or movies. And I forgot that Fleetwood Mac existed until Guardians 2, and I absolutely love Guardians 2. It was like, holy crap, yeah, they made Chain. I was like, yes, why did I forget this? But yeah, all of Guardians, all of Fleetwood Mac is I really like Fleetwood Mac. So yeah. I'm trying to remember what in this film, I can't remember what it was that Peter Parker said, like, holy crap, I love Led Zeppelin or something. I think he said Led Zeppelin. Or was it? It was Led Zeppelin, yeah. Like, he hears Led Zeppelin and he's like, holy crap, I love Led Zeppelin. So yeah. I don't know, I think that's one of the things that's different in each region. Right? Maybe? I don't know. Well, guys. Yeah. Maybe you got any ideas for Feet Week? I kind of oh shit. Yeah, I'm kind of a little stumped. Every time I make a foot video, YouTube flips out, so I'm kind of like. Also, I'm wearing my slippers, and my slippers decide to kind of they're disintegrating around my foot. There's like fibers and stuff that my slippers. When I've got bare feet, which is always, basically, and I put my slippers on, I essentially destroy the slipper and end up with like hairs and shit on my feet, and they look like they're dirty, but they're not. It's just that it's my slippers, and no one cares. No one cares. What do you think about the different approaches to gods that DC and MCU make? What different approaches to gods? How do you mean? How do you mean? Do you mean like the Thor and the Norse mythology, whereas DC has the whole the Greek gods are real kind of backstory and stuff, and it's like, which is crazy. It's like you don't want the Greek gods to be real. You don't. They just no. At least from what we know about them, we don't want the Greek gods to be real. They're arseholes. Like they're narcissistic arseholes. In fact, Narcissus isn't a god. Like he's kind of is he a demigod? I can't remember, but yeah. But yeah. Hey, Jeffers. FMF says MCU is like magic is just super science and gods are aliens. Yeah, that makes sense. I did love that. I loved that basically. Is it Thor 2? I think it's Thor 2, where Natalie Portman, who plays a super scientist, she's a scientist of Earth. She's a human of Earth, and basically she gets taken to spoilers. Sorry, she gets taken to Thor's home and stuff, and they put her in a scanner, and she's like, she's really excited because she's like it's a quantum scanning field, and and um, and one of the doctor or the healer or whatever you want to call her is basically like, no, this is a soul forge, and and she's like, does a soul forge like excite and react with like quantum fields in the body to display them in a like blah blah blah, and she's like, yes. She's like, it's a quantum, it's a quantum scanning field. To four. I love that. Because it is just like, yeah, it makes sense. A lot of the stuff, a lot of Thor's technology, because I'm one of the people that basically like takes things apart, even just theoretically and stuff. But Thor's technology, it can be explained in lots of really cool ways, and yeah, it's just really funny. I do not like though how they basically went from, swords are super cool, and they basically make them like charged swords to basically guns. They have like turrets in that movie with guns firing at stuff. Ugh, that wound me up so much because yeah, doesn't matter. Anyway, gods. I think there's still aliens in the DC verse. I think they're still aliens, but they're just kind of like they're basically god aliens. You know, I think they are still aliens. They're just god aliens. It's hard to explain. They basically DC doesn't explain shit, and that winds me up. The MCU seems to explain some stuff. You know, it might sometimes be through clunky exposition, but they at least explain some stuff. Some of the technobabble that Peter Parker and Iron Man and Bruce Banner and stuff like that. Basically, some of the stuff that they're saying, the technobabble that they're saying, is actually coherent. I can make out some of it, and it checks out. But the DC world, you kind of just didn't like, you don't explain anything, and that winds me up. That winds me up. Also, I watched Aquaman recently, and holy crap, sharks that growl, fuck off. They're really close to lava all the time, and they should be dead. They should be super dead. But nope, it's just like, as long as we don't touch it, we'll be fine. It's like, no, you're in a conductive fluid. You're in a conductive fluid. No. It's just, yeah, the whole of Aquaman. It's like, it's a fun action movie. I appreciate that. However, people do randomly get caught up in talking and then being interrupted by explosions all the fucking time. Like, holy shit. It happened like 5 times. They were talking through something and then something exploded near them. 5 times in Aquaman. People are talking, something explodes. But you can end a conversation and then something explode. Doesn't matter. So yeah. One skirts it, the other embraces it. Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. Another reason, by the way, why I'm wearing the pop hood is because I've wind my giant mosquito bite. Oh, you can barely see it on camera, but it bugs me. It's just here, and it's made this entire part of my cheek raised up, and it's basically stopping me from poking at it. So yeah. That's the other reason for the pop hood. Oh, funnel time as well. But yeah. Oh, by the way, Jeff, if you're still here, yep, there you go. Tubs those star mosquitoes. No, then they are bad, but it's just that I've never been gotten at on my cheek by a big one before, you know. I've had a tiny gnat bite on my forehead or on the side of my head, just like here before, but I've never had one just on my fleshy cheek, on my face cheek. So yeah, Jeffrey. By the way, it's going to be feet week and advice week. I haven't done voting because those are the only two topics that are left on the list. So it's going to be those things, and then the list is going to reset, so you can literally vote for anything. And this goes for everybody. If you want to vote, if you're watching this on playback or anything like that, then just vote for whatever week that you want in the comments below. They are all open again. So if you want me to read out the list, let me know. And if you want me to not read out the list, and or you just want to vote, then let me know. But yeah, what's that? Felt that. Something just touched my ankle. It just poked at me in the ankle. Anyway, yeah, I've cleaned out the funnel. It's ready to go, and I've got my beer. So I'm going to be attempting to beat 31 seconds. We got to 32 seconds yesterday. That was fun. That was super fun. So yeah, we got a time to beat at least. Please read the list out. Okay. So you can vote for Pump Week, Bloating Week, Guest Week, Pipe Week, Live Week, Piggy Noise Week, Glutton Week, Funnel Week, Furry Week, Pop Week, Feet Week, Squishing Week, Balloon Week, Builder Pig Week, Fat Daddy Week, Advice Week, Leather Week, Art Week, Cigar Week, or Belly Play Week, or Padding Week. So any of those. Yeah, vote when you want. However, I am gonna like take these down after I've done this. Although probably while I'm setting up to get the stopwatch working. I know Jeffrey will probably be putting in for Fat Daddy Week. Yeah, Fat Daddy Builder. So that's 3. Yeah. Where are we? Here we go. Go. You can't vote on Discord yet. If anybody's waiting to vote on Discord, you can't vote on Discord yet. Well, you can. I just won't count it until I basically sort out the list properly tomorrow, because I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. Yeah, it's funnel time. I'm going to try to do it with the pup hood on. Keeping the pup hood on. Get off. Got a bit of tissue here just to stop the the dust. Jeffrey, by the way, it's because it's advice week as well as feet week. If you've got any topics that you want to discuss, then let me know. Okay, the Guinness cans are a bit harder to open. I mean the Foster's. I've got Foster's beer this time. Or if you've got an idea for a foot video, then let me know. God, Foster smells a lot like, it's a lot sharper beer. So you can really smell it. Right. Oh, I can't bring that to my lips. That was going to be funny. A different beer. It's Foster's. It's not that different. It's a lot more golden in colour. It's pale ale from Australia, but it's basically the same. So yeah, so again, 32, 30, 31, 32 seconds. That's the time to beat. So here we go. From when you hear the beep noise. I just realized I didn't wipe the hose. Yeah. So that was 32 seconds again. Oh, god damn it. It seems to foam up a lot more. But then again, I did drink it like right after it foamed. So anyway. That LiveTUBBS week. Okay. It always seems faster to me, Tubbs, but it's still great. Well, I messed up a couple of times because I didn't sort out my breathing before I did that. So it's not a big deal. Just I could have been better, but I do have more beer. But no, hey, Hero Man. Hero Man. Looks like that is just your time then. Yeah, 30, 31 seconds, 32 seconds. Seems to be my time. Although, like I said, I think I could do better than that, but because I didn't control my breathing right before I did that. Mainly because I was trying to get rid of the bit of foam that was already coming out of the hose before I even lifted it up. So yeah. It's no big deal. It's just kind of like I'm gonna keep training. At least until this crate of beer is gone. And there's only 18 cans, so. Nice burps. Thank you. I seemed a bit quieter than usual. I don't know what that is. It might have been the 4 mini pizzas that I ate. I had a double dinner today instead of like 2 little dinners. I had one big one. Yes, I did, Jeff. Like I said, I had 4 mini pizzas. Mini, they're about that size. It was super yummy. And fries, so that was yummy. That was good. Right, well, I'm done. I'm out of things to talk about. I've had my beer. I've taken some of the votes. Yeah, didn't you? So, yeah. So I need topics for advice week. I need ideas for feet week, and yeah. Mm. Unless there's anything that anybody wants to talk about or ask me or requests or anything. Don't know if any of you heard that. Ian posted a video today, Tubbs. Have you seen it? No. A video? I have not. Can we just double check? Oh, I've still got to do the... Oh, shit. I've got to do stuff still. Crap. I've got to change the channel art around and shit. Oh, God. Okay, let's do this. Right. It's not on my subscriptions. Oh, what's he called? His channel is not the same as his name. What's his channel name? God damn it, Ian something. I'm not subscribed to him on the Daddy Dog channel for some reason. Yeah. I know he said his full name. There he is. Okay, I'm watching the video. I'll mute the audio just in case. Oh, he's measuring himself. I like that. He's got an industrial tape measure. He's 59 inches around. He's probably not. He's probably more than that because you have to pull you have to on a metal tape measure. You have to pull it quite tight to get a proper measurement to make sure it is flat. So he's probably more than that. 54 chest. So he's not bigger than me, I don't think. Do you want me to do a quick measurement? Wait a minute. Gotta find my stupid tape measure. I know it's around here somewhere. It's on my top desk. Unless it's fallen down, and it might have done, and I can't find it. Okay. Not on my top desk. It's invisible. It's going to cause a small avalanche because I'm looking for something. It's not even in my office, probably. I've seen it. It's been around my desk somewhere, but I can't find it now. It doesn't really fit me anyway. Yeah. But no, I'm about 65 belly and 59, 50, 58, 59 chest. I don't know. I can't remember. Can't remember. Okay, so. You like my Harley Davidson shirt? I like it too. It kind of doesn't fit me because it's a huge shirt, but so it fits me around the tummy, but on my arms it's like there's a lot of extra space, you know, which is nice in some ways, but it's just kind of like I have to keep doing this to make sure that it feels like it's fitting all the time. So, because it's Advice Week and Feet Week, I'm guessing we're going to have to activate the Feet Week channel, which I can actually do, and should have some. It should be. I should be able to upload to there now. But first. My screen just blindsided me. I know this is probably boring for lots of people. I'm going to take this off because it's my eyes are actually getting a bit itchy. Like it gives me like a fake mohawk. I'm actually going to have a haircut at some stage fairly soon. Before I go to Manchester, anyway, I'm going to have a haircut. A haircut. The mosquito bite bit me a couple of days ago. I mean, you can actually see it on my face. It's really irritating. Yeah, I basically, I just woke up and like my face was itchy. Just there. It's no big deal. It's just really annoying. Right, I'm going to do this and then I'm going to go, guys, but of course I still have to do stuff. So we're going for the Bare Feet Tubs. Where's the Bare Feet Tubs channel? Where are you? Bare Tubs, Bare Feet Tubs, there we go. Okay. My computer's confused. I honestly don't know what to say right now. I'm just looking through pictures to like change icons and stuff. I guess I could do this not on stream, but well, thanks, Jeff. This will only take a minute or two. Wait. So I thought I'd done something like catastrophically wrong, but apparently not. Does it look okay? It looks a bit lopsided right now. Annoyingly, I had a shower and then immediately put the pup hood on, so my hair is probably going to stay in the configuration that the pup hood dictates, which is going to be great fun. Okay, my computer's having problems. I think I might actually just go. Is Damon resting in the house? He's probably in bed by now. He needs to get up to go to work. I remember that feeling. That was nice. I don't have to get up to go to work. I basically can. I get assignments, and I have like a certain amount of time to do it. So yeah. Yeah. Okay, so the Bear Tubs channel. Okay, so does anybody guess what the icon is for the Bear Tubs channel? FMF. If you're still around, then basically I've got a feeling you know. That was weird. My stomach just got this weird like wave of queasiness happening. Hope that's going to be okay. And please, yeah. I will wait till someone else guesses. Well, you know, if Jeffrey doesn't get it, then I've got a feeling you're okay to basically guess what it is. However, I am changing it now, so you've got a set amount of time to change it. Ooh, that's a good one. Should I use that one? I'm going to use that one. I don't know how quick it's gonna change. So yeah. Fine, it's a fan render of Voyager's Aero Shuttle. Damn it, a fan render. You could have just said Aero Shuttle. I like to believe that this is canon and this is what it actually looks like. So yeah. Sweet. But yeah, you're right. Oh, Groma just turned on for some reason. That wasn't me. I did not turn it on. It just turned on by itself. Now I've got to find a foot. I've got to find a foot. That one will do. That wasn't that hard. I thought this was going to take a while, but yeah. So we got no suggestions for topics for Advice Week, and no suggestions for what we're going to do for Feet Week. You know, any suggestions for feet videos? Otherwise, I've got an idea, but I'm not super happy with it. It's not a very well thought out, formulated idea. It's just a plan. They never finished the effects or design for it since it was cut from the show. This is the fan render that Trek Yards showed off. Really, I didn't know that they showed it off. I used to follow Trek Yards, but then basically, used to like Captain Foley from Trek Yards. But he's kind of, I know it was because he changed his meds or something for his antidepressant meds or something. But essentially, he was bitchy for like a couple of weeks, and it kind of like put me off watching Trek Yards. And essentially, a lot of what they do is gross over speculation. So, but I kind of liked I do like their earlier content and stuff, and a lot of their scripted stuff is still pretty good. So I still am subscribed to them. So yeah, still am subscribed to them. That's what I meant to say. Anyway, yeah, I didn't know that they showed it off, but that has been on my computer for ages. So it must have been one of their early ones, because I'm super. How I like the Intrepid class. It's like my favorite class, and seems to be the most versatile ship in the fleet, and it's just great. And basically, it's the one that has the Aero Shuttle, and the Aero Shuttle, in my opinion, is like one of the best like away mission vehicles that you could probably ask for. I know it's just it's an overgrown runabout, but it's my favorite. I like the way you said plan. Plan? I don't remember how I said it. Sorry. I got nothing. I got nothing. Plan. I'm legit disappointed they never used the Aero Shuttle. It could have added so much to the show. I'm really pissed that they basically made the Delta Flyer. I was like, I was all ready for that. I remember as a kid watching, when they were on TV, when they were coming out, new episodes of Voyager coming out on TV. And they were like, okay, it's clear that our regular shuttles aren't cutting it, and we're going to need this new shuttle to do something. They were kind of in a space race with another race to get something. I can't remember where, but they were designing a new shuttle. But at the beginning of this episode, they were like, I was like, because I knew about the Aero Shuttle. I knew that I'd seen it. It's on the ship. It's very clear that there's an extra ship on their ship, and it's not just a it's not like it's unclear what it is, because you've got on the Galaxy class, you've got the captain's yacht, which is basically a mini flying saucer that can fly out of the same spot, so I was all excited, and then they were like, yeah, we've got to design a new shuttle. And I was like, no, stop this. It's craziness. You've got a thing right there. Use it. And they were like, no, we've got to make a new shuttle. And it's like they never even acknowledge their existence. There isn't like one line of dialogue in the entire thing. It's so annoying. It's so it is very disappointing, basically, if somebody asks me, if somebody asks me that I could have whatever I want You know, I can have whatever I want from whatever I want in a TV series. You know, in Star Trek. If you could have one thing from whatever, you know, any of this stuff that they have on Star Trek, if you basically could have it delivered to you or replicated or whatever. It's even one of my free wishes questions. It basically, like, one of my wishes would be, if I have free wishes, one of my wishes would be to have an Intrepid class starship, a fully functional, working Intrepid class starship from Star Trek. It basically would be my thing. If they said no, then I would say, can I have the Aero shuttle from the Intrepid class starship? And if they said no, I'd be like, can I have a Type 9 shuttle from an Intrepid class starship? You know, I'd basically, you know, I'd be happy with, granted, I'd be happy with, you know, in that order. But I would be happy with any one of those things. That would be it. You know, life achievement unlocked. You know, I've basically, that's been my purpose. My purpose has been fulfilled. You know, so yeah, because basically I could help everybody on the entire planet with any one of those things. It's amazing. So yeah, you had everything you needed right there. I didn't understand why they had to make the Delta Flyer. It's stupid. Anyway, excuse me. They filmed some effects and minis of them trying to deploy the air shuttle for that episode, but it was cut. The scenes are acted out, but what? I'd love to take flight with you on your spaceship, Tubbs. Well, again, I need one first. But yeah, it would be my thing. Yeah, if anybody is wondering, by the way, my 3 wishes would be, I would like to be a Taraxian, which is a fictional. It's a fictional species of humanoid alien. So that'd be awesome. They basically are really cool because they have essentially got immortality. They're a species that ends their own lives because they are immortal, and they have the ability to control the weather. They've also got like a calcified mineral like skeleton, which is basically a metal. So which is really cool, and they have not Wolverine style blades, but they have a blade that's in their forearm that basically comes out of a slit that they've got in their wrist. So if they do that, they've got like a blade that comes out. It's just a cool alien, and I basically would love to be one of those. If I wasn't human already, I would love to be born into that alien. They can also fly because they can manipulate. They haven't got telekinesis, but they can manipulate simple matter. In other words, anything that's a fluid, they can manipulate. So basically, air is fluid. So which means that they can actually fly around because they can manipulate the air around them to fly around. Anyway, I would like to be a Traxian. I would like an Intrepid class starship, and failing that, the other 2 that I've already specified. And of course, the 3rd wish, and which is always to wish the genie free. And if it's not a genie situation, but you've still got 3 wishes, then basically, I wouldn't be that selfish. I would basically do something nice for somebody that I loved. So essentially, I would give the wish to Damon. So yeah. But basically, with the Intrepid class starship isn't a selfish wish, because with an Intrepid class starship, like I said, I can solve all of the world's problems. You know, it'll be awesome. But you know, whatever. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go because I need to pee now. Because one of the things that Foster's is great. Foster's is a nice beer. I like Foster's. It's one of my go-to beers. But essentially, it does seem to be a kind of a bladder drainer beer. So yeah. I need to pee. A lot of this excitement has been fueled by my need to pee. So although I don't need to pee super desperately. So like, if anybody's got anything that they want to ask me or talk about or anything like that, then let me know. I will be back tomorrow to do another live Tubbs talks though, because it's advice week. So essentially, anything you need advice with or want to talk about or anything like that, then basically, yeah, jump in and let me know. But yeah, I could basically stick around if somebody wants me to. That sounds terrible, but you know what I mean. But if I don't have to, then I'm gonna go. Hello, my evening Tubbs, and here's many more hugs, circles, and kisses. Thank you, Jeffrey. I do appreciate it. I'm out of things to say, pretty much. Okay, well, come back tomorrow, I guess. Anyway, guys. Hopefully, I'm going to break my record tomorrow for the funnel record. But until then, belly rubs and belly salute. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. If anybody's waiting on Discord to vote, by the way, that will also happen tomorrow. Unless I basically have some free time tonight in which I'm not tired. So yeah, do not vote until I get rid of the polls closed until further notice message that's already up there. Until then, guys, I'll see you later. So yeah. Doodle.